talking about future.
Hey guys. Welcome to Chit Chat with Estree. Estree has been dragging her son everywhere. Son follow you everywhere
My
today.
second in command. That's my second in command.
Literally. Follow
Have
that
you guys
for free
met
today.
Shimzie? Have you seen any fine boy on your timeline recently?
Oh, God.
I bet you haven't.
Oh goodness.
I bet they haven't.
Oh,
see my
God.
baby.
Oh god.
Just see his dreads. This is
Oh,
real hair.
God.
As in real hair.
What did I sign up for? Oh my god. Oh
So
god.
is it gonna catch fire?
God forbid. Rita, don't say that to me.
Enemy,
head is hot.
enemy of me.
Oh, my head is hot. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you don't have to like it.
No, please don't go for my hair. Oh. This you see right now is unkept. Eh? I'm trying to manage and are we rolling, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
okay. This is cool. This is cool. All right, guys. Yeah, you got the hair jokes. Haha. All right.
I need to bob first.
Oh goodness. All right, let it out. Let it out. This is raw and authentic.
He's not even coming. Oh my god.
Just let it out. Let the fans know what Estree burp sounds like. Yeah.
You say like Jack. I didn't bob. Okay. Camera rolling.
That was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
camera is rolling actually.
Yeah, it's rolling.
I like that because I mean, since we're talking about my hair anyway, mind you, this has been 12 years, you know, right?
12 years.
12, 13 years. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. I can't
We need
believe
to
it.
show we need to show our fans your hair when you were still growing it. When you were doing afro.
When I was doing afro, I
Oh,
think
you're
I
doing
still have
afro.
I'll send a picture to him so you can put it
Yeah.
up on the screen.
Yeah.
Like you will be shocked what my head looked like. My head, mind you, because I know I have a big head. So when I had
No,
just
you
my
don't.
afro, no, that's actually one reason why I grew my hair out. Because when I was in school, I think I used to get bullied a lot.
But
People
very
used to
big
say
head.
that my head was big.
It's my
If
head.
it's not my head, it's
It's
my
not head
nose.
big. My head is not big.
Maybe
So
it
you
was-
don't know.
Maybe it was that. I'm joking. I'm joking. Maybe I don't know. Like I mean, you know when you're in
No,
school
you don't
now,
have a
those
big
kind of
hair.
things get to you.
It's people, you know, kids they just say anything to to
Yeah.
upset you.
I know.
Do you get
I know.
no?
But I mean, yeah, that was
So that
partially
affected
why I
you.
grew my hair out.
Wow. Really?
Because when we were young, remember Dad used to like shave our head off.
Yeah.
I'll go to school with moro. For you guys, that's bald head. I'll go to school with my head like completely, yeah. And the next day I'm in school. Before you know it, my friend in the classroom will be giving me, you know. So to be going through that at the age of 15, it's not easy now. Like it does something to your mental. And for me, I just thought, no, let me grow my hair out so that it can, can cover my head shape. And then it did. And then I enjoyed having my afro. I started doing the cane rows. My hair started growing bit by bit. And then eventually I just said, you know what? Because it used to hurt doing my hair, like how afro hair, like even to comb it would hurt.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what, let me just lock my hair.
Lock it.
And that way, I wouldn't have to maintain it too much, And yeah.
So that's how you started locking. So that's how you started locking your hair.
Yep.
Not
and
because you
never
saw it
went back.
somewhere, you saw someone that locked their hair and you are like, no, I want to lock my hair like this person.
Well, actually, yes. I had a friend back in school that locked his hair too. So I was looking at how he was managing his hair. I noticed he wasn't doing his hair too often, and I kept asking questions. I was very curious. And even then, we would be watching music videos, like you had the Migos back then, and all these rappers with their locks and stuff. I think then, before it became in fashion like it is today.
Yeah, it wasn't popular then.
Yeah,
it wasn't,
no. Yeah. Hence why when people see me now, they even question whether it's real or fake.
Because we've had it for so many
For so
years.
long, yeah. It's all real.
Wow. So hi everyone and welcome to another episode on House of Estree.
Yes, sir. Chit chat with Estree or House of
Chit chat with Estree. Welcome, welcome to Chit Chat with Estree.
What's up?
I don't know. Do you know this guy sitting here by my left hand side? Have you seen this face before?
Maybe. Some people might know me just from your page, actually.
From my page, yes.
They just know that there's that one boy that's dancing with you, like, and then they figure out, oh my God, that's your son. It's not your brother. It's not your boyfriend. That's the one we get. Is that your boyfriend? Hell no, that's my mama, bro. Fuck. Yeah, but that's why. So yeah,
we get that a lot. Remember when we went for your award nights?
Oh yeah,
when
is it
you,
the one
when you were working
with KGGwa?
With KG.
Yes, we'll touch on that soon as
yes,
well.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the DBT Awards.
DBT Awards, yeah.
Yeah, everyone, like, literally,
they thought that was your wife.
Thought that we were couples.
Yeah, we were couples.
Yeah.
They thought I was your wife. Oh, is that your missus?
Yeah, no. I remember KG coming up to us, and he was like stunned, shocked, like, and then he had a drink or two as well. So he just kept looking like, Michael, this is your mom? This is your mom? Yeah.
Oh, we get that a lot. We still do.
If it's not at the airport, it will be at like
anywhere. At the club.
At the club.
Anywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
We thank God because we have good genes in the family.
Yes, yes we do.
We thank God.
Yes, we do.
We thank God.
So guys, welcome to another episode of Chit Chat with Estree, and here we've got my son Michael Shimzy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You've covered Shimzy. Michael.
Shimzy money.
Yeah. I mean, some people might know me from my musical background. I go by the name Shimzy. That's my music name.
Retake, because we're saying hello to the people living here.
Yeah, so I go by the name Shimzy, and I still go by the name Shimzy. That's my, it's turned into my nickname now. Like, maybe I need to update my birth certificate because literally everyone calls me Shimzy or Shims or S or at home it's Funto or Michael.
Yeah. But
yeah, Shimzy was my music. That was like my music alter ego.
How did you come about Shimzy?
So the name came up while I was in school, in secondary school, and a good friend of mine back then, he played a big part in me having that name, because I remember when I was about to have like my stage name, but I didn't know what to call myself.
Right.
And my friend, God rest his soul, he's passed away now, but he used to go by the name Rims, and he used to rap as well. So I just wanted to kind of align with him. So I said, okay, you're Rims, I'm Shims. Oh. And then that's how the name came.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And now everybody call you Shimzy. I also call you Shimzy. Like, Shimzy money.
I know, right? From Funto to Shimzy.
From Funto to Shimzy.
Yeah, I'm used to it now.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we moved to the UK.
It's been years.
And I just want to, I think before I actually ask you any question, I want to say that I'm super, super duper proud of you. I know I say it. I say it very often. I've told you many times, like, I'm really, really proud of you. I'm really proud of how far you've come. Because I know that when we came to the UK, we didn't have it easy. Yeah. A lot of things are going to, we'll just, paraphrase on this episode, because we've still got the documentary coming up where we're going to be talking about our journey in the UK and how we got to where we are today. Can you tell our followers what you do at the moment?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So I currently work within marketing and tech. I would just say tech because I guess that's like the buzz, the buzz area now that it's like hot cake within the job market. But I'm a marketing insight specialist, and as you rightly said, we didn't have it easy getting into like this thing you call life in the UK. Even I myself getting into that job role was not easy as well. As you probably you've seen how much I prepared and hustled my way through to just to get in like a better life, a better career role. Because ultimately all I had was just music, and I was hoping that music would be what would take me into whatever it is, financial freedom, into that next level. But as you have it, and this is also a lesson for anyone who is pursuing a career in anything, that you just have to be resilient, and that's kind of what I think I did. I had music, but I still wanted to make sure that I I studied in something that can that can better my future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because your skill set is everything. Everything. I you know Again, talking about the UK, when we came here, and there's some things as an immigrant, there's some things that you won't be eligible for. One being university funding.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, I wasn't eligible for I wasn't eligible
funding.
to know any funding. I didn't have any access to any fund for me to go and study for higher education. And while I felt at the time it set me back quite a lot, because all my peers, all my friends, they're in
They were
this
in
university,
uni.
they're in that university,
You get an admission, you couldn't
getting
go.
admissions, and I didn't get to live that uni experience. Never had a freshman year in my life. I don't know what that is, and while I felt like that would be, that would be a door closed for me, it somehow became a blessing in disguise,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I managed to still fight my way into a road today that a lot of people would say, wow, like there's no way you'd be able to get this role without having this sort of degree and whatnot. But somehow and by the grace of God as well, I kind of just pushed my way through by self-learning, utilizing people around me, people with experience, having a mentor as well helped. And just like learning my way through through life. Because again, we're in a new age, right? There's a lot of things that you can learn online.
Online, true.
And that's what I use
Yeah.
to my advantage. Yeah. So that's kind of how I got here.
Well done, well done.
Yeah.
And, if we rewind to when we got to the UK, and things went the way they went, and you were unable to get funding to go to uni.
Yeah.
And at the point when you became 18, when we came initially, you were our dependent, myself and your dad's dependent, and when you became 18, you now became, according to the UK law, you are an adult.
Yep.
So you now had to fend for yourself. So you are nobody's dependent. Getting your papers was now dependent on you.
Yeah.
You understand? Regardless of whoever you're related with, you understand, whether your sister is British, whether your parents had leave to remain or whatever. Do you understand? So you now had to be on your own. How did that can you take me through that journey? How that impacted your life? How did you cope? I know a bit of it.
Honestly, it was hard. It was hard for me to come to terms with my situation then, because everyone around me were just, it's like they were just like, they were going to the next level. People are just going. It's like I would describe it this way. It's like being on a motorway and your car just stopped. And you're seeing other cars that are going like this.
Honestly,
and you're
that is
just
the best
there,
analogy.
you're just there.
That's a very good analogy.
That's the best way I can describe it for you guys. So I felt stuck. Honestly, I just felt stuck. Like I just felt like, Omo, where do we go from here? And again, like I said, it just, again, being around the right people is so important, because at the time I also had a bit of both. I had both the right people and the wrong people around me. The wrong people in the sense that you'd feel like all hope is lost, that you have no choice than to dabble into things that are not good, and I felt like that was the only way for me, especially to even make money, right? I mean, you can't work. How am I going to find money?
You can't work.
So
You can't do anything.
you can't
yeah.
work. You can't go to university. What are your options, right? So I just did like what any average teenager would do at that age. You would turn to other options that might not even benefit you, but just because it sounds right at the time, you'd think that's your only hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of what I did. So I went into all different things that I thought was good at the time, and they ended up biting me back. And then I'd go back to square one and say, like, God, what's happening? Like, where do I go? And I'd pray. Sometimes I'd even think, oh man, it's like maybe God's not hearing me. Maybe I need to just get up and do something myself. So I started like, applying for just literally anything that sounded
any
like an
job.
opportunity, whether it was commission based, whether it was like to fill in a survey online, like literally anything just to fend for myself. And it gets harder when you're keeping in touch with your friends that are succeeding. And they, when they check up on you, it's the hard part because you can't even tell them, like, what are you doing? How's life? You can't even, like, there are conversations that I couldn't even feel like I was a part of because I'm not living that life. My life was completely different to those that were in uni, those that are getting jobs in the right places, So I was playing catch-ups, for the last, I don't know, 3 to 4 years. I was playing catch-ups, and I just, I had no other option than to keep pushing. And I think this is one thing as well that brought me to where I am now, is because I just didn't take no for an answer. Like, yes, there were times that I like almost felt like giving up and saying,
I know.
you know what, it is what it is.
But I know. I've seen you cry.
I've
seen you cry.
There's been hard times, man.
Hard
like,
times,
I'm sure people can kind of relate, right? Like, where you literally don't have, I mean, it's not like you don't have an option. Yes, there are always options, but nothing that actually suits your situation at that point in time.
It was like there was no option. What option did you have? The option then was to go back to Nigeria. That was the option. That was the only option. Do you understand that the Home Office was giving you to go back to Nigeria? And the heartbreaking part of the story is that you did not just wake up one morning and decided to come to the UK. Do you understand? Your parents brought you to the UK.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And things now, went, left. Left, and you now found yourself in a position where, do you understand, you didn't have any control. You didn't have
control,
do you understand, over your status in the UK.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And
that's a good point that you made, by the way, about even me coming here without our
it wasn't your choice.
Like my choice.
It wasn't your choice.
I left my school
yes,
there.
you
I
left
my
everything.
friends,
you left your friends,
my childhood friends.
Do you understand? Yeah.
Came here, left family as well, my grandparents.
Yes.
Literally just
your cousins, everybody that you were close to.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Moving to the UK.
And it's almost like I just kind of had to, start a whole new life. And on top of that, you still don't feel like you're still in control.
Yeah.
Because I had no clue what's happening when it comes to your documents.
Yeah.
When you need to renew your documents. Like, as a child, you're not aware of these things.
Yeah, you're not aware. It's your parents' responsibility.
So it's your parents' responsibility. Not that we're blaming you. But
kind of.
I mean, I'm not blaming my mom, but I think in a sense, like, as children, we don't really focus on all these things until you get older. When you're reaching the age of 17, 18, you start to think about, like, oh gosh, like,
it's time for you to get your NI, and you don't have it. You couldn't get it.
Number.
You couldn't
get
your
NI.
provisional
license.
I need,
like, there are things that that will start coming to like to your mind, like, okay, wait, why don't I have this yet? Hold on, why don't I? And as that curiosity starts building up, then you start realizing how far back you are.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, that was how I just came to the realization that, man, I am behind in this UK, and trust me, that's the one place you don't want to be.
There. You don't want to be there.
You don't want to be, like, literally, there's nothing worse than, like, feeling like you're starting a new life, but then, okay, I'll give you another metaphor. Yeah. It's like you're starting a race, and when they blow the whistle, you realize that everybody is actually they're actually like maybe like 10 miles ahead of you. and while you're about to start, your ankles are shackled to the floor, and you need to find the key to take off the shackles first before you can now run. Before you can now join the race.
Wow.
So that's how I felt. I felt like I was shackled to the floor. The whistle has blown.
Wow.
Everyone has run ahead of me, but both my feet are shackled to the floor. And there's
it's so
I can't find the
heartbreaking.
key.
You giving me all this analogy. Don't make me cry.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm not
honestly,
trying to do that.
it's heartbreaking. Yeah, but I understand because we lived it. We lived it. You understand? Because I know I did a content like maybe a few months ago, and it did quite a high numbers on all or it did well on all the social media platforms, and that was what I was talking about. You understand, coming to the UK and losing my papers at some point. Do you understand? So I think what my followers haven't realized is that me losing my papers also affected my children as well.
Yes.
Do you understand? And that's when you were now going through all these things that you were going through, and in the course of that you became an adult, and the government they didn't want to know that you came as a child and it was due to no fault of your own, but because for the fact that you become an adult now, you now need to fend for yourself. And I remember that there's this law that you are not even eligible to be granted stay until you've lived half of your life in the UK. Do you understand? So we now needed to now wait till that time where you now become. I think you got your papers when you were 22.
Yeah, at the age of 22. Yes.
Because I remember, because that kept ringing bell in my ears, because I remember the solicitor was telling us that you came when you were 11.
Yeah.
And they can't give you leave to remain until you become 22.
Yes.
Do you understand? From your teenage years, where all your mates are 16, were getting their NI and ability to work, ability to go to uni, you were stuck.
Yeah.
You were stuck. So from 16, we were just waiting for you to become 22 before you could do anything. Your mates were driving, you couldn't drive. Your mates were in uni, you couldn't go. So a lot of things happened. And I remember when you got this job, when you went to look for this job, and it broke my heart, and it was a commission-based work that you have to sell something.
Yeah,
Do you want to share that?
It was a cycling job.
Want to share? Cycling.
It was a cycling job. So that age, period of my life, from age 16 to 22, that's when I focused on anything commission-based. And this cycling job happened to be the only one that I was able to fit into my daily kind of like schedule, because not only did it mean that I was having to ride around town. So I was basically, it was like a bicycle, like a tricycle, I think, and you would have like food at the back of it, sandwiches, drinks, all kind of different like food nourishments for offices. So I would go around cycling around Hammersmith, Acton Town, and just selling like
it was
food,
so risky,
like door to door,
so risky.
Office to office. Very risky job. Very risky job.
When the road is slippery.
Cycling in the rain, cycling in the snow. Having to to be careful with traffic as well, because Hammersmith, again, a very busy area. And just having to deal with even like incidents that would occur, like maybe the bike like falling while I'm riding, or something crazy, or a car almost hitting me when I'm riding on the road. So all these kind of things, like but even then I just kept on persevering, like, because there was nothing else. I
remember you worked 1 week like that, and what you made throughout the week was £20. Going from morning till evening in winter and all. I remember you cried that day, like, Mom, for how long am I going to do this? But we thank God for where you are today, and that's why I'm like, you understand, you didn't have it easy at all. You did not have it easy. And many people, when they see you today, they'll be like, oh, he's got a good job with a good organization, a good company,
got a family business,
he's got everything. You understand? So
he's doing music, he's making a killing in music.
Nothing was handed to you on a platter of gold. Nothing. So I just want you to take me through, because now I know, but I want you to take the audience through how you got, to getting a job, because you couldn't go to the uni, you couldn't do anything. Do you understand? There was no NI for you to work nothing. You could not do nothing. Do you get? So, how did you now get to a situation? How did you learn? Because I can say all that because I know how hard you work.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So how do you want to take the audience through how you self-taught and how you
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, first of all, I had YouTube, which was I think everyone can agree that YouTube is probably a good place to start whenever you're curious about anything. So YouTube for me was like a self teaching platform, and then not only that, but I also had, again, like, there were family friends
Yeah.
and people that were in good jobs, and I was always curious about how they got their jobs. I had a good friend, yeah, I think he was a project manager at the time, and I was just curious about, like, how he got his job, like how he started, like how he got into that role. One day he came to the house in a Mercedes, I think, and I was just like, wow, I like your car. What do you do? What are you doing for a living? And he just told me, and I was like, wow, like, how does one get into that kind of, like, job, like?
Zebele.
No, no,
It's
this
not that
was
one.
K. No, this was K.
Okay, K,
This
yeah.
was K telling
Oh
me.
yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
So this was K. Yeah. I wasn't
Oh,
gonna say
yes.
his name,
Oh,
but
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
K.
yes.
So K was the one that actually recommended me to get into KGGWA's training platform, and that was
And when we had
the
that conversation in the
digital.
kitchen, I went to call all of you.
Yes.
Yes, in the kitchen, I remember. And I
Yeah.
said, come and talk to my boys about this thing.
Yeah,
I
and it was that
remember.
conversation that actually changed, like, my life forever, I think, because that was the first time I really thought about my future properly, and I started thinking about what career options that I that I could potentially get into, and this for me was just one that, even though at the time it sounded very far fetched, like. I mean, I didn't have any. I don't have any, and I don't have any. I don't have papers or anything like that. So, for me to even dream about having that job, it was just like, man, it was a dream. So, but at the same time, I just had that conviction that, look, Kay was able to do this. He was able to achieve this, and I feel like if I put my mind to it and try and gain those skills, at least gain the knowledge, that would be something that I can use in the future.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I actually got into that program, apprenticeship, whatever you want to call it. I got into it mainly to acquire the skills, not even to think about getting a job.
The job, just for you to be doing something,
Just
to
for
be
me to be
learning
doing something, yeah, to be learning
learning
something.
something.
And I've always been curious about learning something that I found it, like, intriguing,
Yeah.
especially his role. So that's how I got into it, and then getting into that role now exposed me to other different career options. At one point, I wanted to become a software tester, so I started testing applications, learning about how you do, like, manual testing, automation testing, and I would be downloading all different kinds of programs on my laptop, like from a testing, like, application, even the coding. At one point, I started learning coding. I don't know who sent me work. I was learning Java, Python at the time, and all of this was just curiosity,
Yeah.
right?
You just wanted to learn.
I just wanted to learn
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And the more I kept learning, the more I kept finding other career options, and it was like I was going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So from software testing, I then stumbled into a business analyst.
Yeah.
And I studied to become a business analyst. Whilst doing that, and while I was working on projects, and this was like the mentorship projects, right? So in that project too, I would see other people that have other roles, and their roles would intrigue me. I'll say, oh wow, what's your role again? You're a solution architect. Wow, what does that entail? Like, tell me more about it. And I'll see this guy, okay, you're a software developer. Goodness me, what do you build? How do you build it? What kind of apps are you building? And then I found another person too. He's a data analyst. I said, wow, okay, what do you do? You work with numbers. And I think that's where I now it just stuck with me that, okay, I actually enjoy working with data. And then before you know it, I just stuck to one, and I followed it through. So I just made up my mind that, you know what, Michael, let's learn this area.
One.
Let's try and get this area, and let's see where it takes me. And I enjoyed doing it too. In fact, I just enjoyed the whole lot. Like, I just enjoyed seeing what people could do, and then even working together, right? Because that was the beauty of it, like being able to work together, and you'd see, like we'll have like scrum meetings, for example, where you would have like a stand-up meeting and you have like your project coordinator come on call, and you have all these different BAs that come on call, and just hearing how everybody like were working together. That's what intrigued me a lot about this current role that I'm in, you know. And that's how I got to where, that's how I got to where I am.
Well done. I remember when I started the enablement care, you were my first staff.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
You had to do a bit of care and all that, even though I didn't have money to pay you salary then, you know.
Yes, that's correct.
You know, so you've come really far. So after doing all those courses online, learning on YouTube and all that, so what was the first job you got, and how did you get it? So because I remember in the course of that, you want to take us through, then you were able to do your papers when you were 22.
So that's a good So coming closer to the year of 2018, and 2018 happened to be like the best year for me because that was the year. That was the year that I not only did I get my first job, like the career job that I wanted, but also was the year that I got my papers resolved as well.
Yes.
It was like a year of celebration, literally. It was the same year that my grandma came to the UK as well. So it's like everything all happened at once that year. Like God just poured like a bucket of blessing that year. That's how it felt for me, honestly. You know, I might even tattoo it on my body. So 2018 was like it was a goated year for real.
That's when you bought your first car as well.
And that's when thank you. And that's when I bought my first car. Like, in fact, if I should just take you through the timeline of 2018. So I studied, finished studying, finished my work experience, going to like internship, was doing like my internship, coming towards the first quarter of 2018. We then get the news that the Home Office has
granted.
Remember
the way we
were rejoicing. We were screaming up and down the whole house.
Oh my God!
Up and down.
Oh my God!
Tears of joy.
Because everybody got their papers before you.
That's correct.
You were the last person to get
I
your
was the
papers
last person.
because you were older when you came.
Yeah.
You know, like elevator came when it was like 5, 6.
Yeah.
That means it was like 10. Do you understand? So your own took longer because you needed to reach 22.
Yeah.
Times 2 of the age you were when you came in before you got. And I can never forget that day. Then we were living in Kent. See, when we ran down the stairs and we were screaming.
We were screaming and just rejoicing.
Thank Jesus.
You know, and then I was the last one to wait for mine. You know, again the pressure was so much. Yeah. You know, but I just thank God. I just thank God that it happened.
At this point, your younger brothers were already driving.
Yeah, they were already driving. They already had their cars. They were already living life before me. I was just there, you know,
waiting
my turn. Just waiting my turn, literally. But that didn't stop me from, you know, from still learning how to drive. You know, I was learning, just being able to to keep pushing. Because here's one thing, right? And this might be a good advice for everyone too. Is like when you feel stuck, you might feel stuck in a situation, but it doesn't mean that you're physically stuck. It doesn't mean that everything around you stops, you know. And at times we kind of put that whole like burden on ourselves to kind of just pause everything when one thing is not going right. But despite the problems I faced, I still wanted to push in something, even if it's just somewhere that maybe is not aligned with my life, but just pushing somewhere, and I know that I'm still doing well in that area.
So you know that period, that time of waiting is not wasted.
That's correct. Yeah. So that period is not wasted. Yeah. You know,
it's not wasted because
like even for example, you know, like learning how to drive.
Yeah.
I couldn't drive in the UK legally.
Yeah.
But
you were studying. I remember giving you the driving test book, and I said, read it.
Yeah.
Don't wait until your paper comes. Then you now start saying, let me go and do this. Let me go and have that knowledge.
Have the knowledge. Yeah.
Have it so that when the paper comes, like you are just like you are just going.
Exactly. Just going. Your life shouldn't pause because of one problem.
Yes.
Or one pothole that's on the road. You know, that's literally how I felt. I just felt like, okay, just keep learning. Keep learning. One day those skills will come to use. Keep learning. I learned how to drive. I was learning how to become a business analyst. While things were still uncertain for me, I was learning. I was using that time to learn, you know. And I'm so happy that I invested all those times. I could have been using those times to just like kill time or go out or do whatever, but I stayed at home like religiously every evening, studying, joining like mentorship calls with my mentor or my group of mentees at the time would be on Zoom calls together, studying, learning, whether it's a course that we've been tasked with, or just learning something new completely. You know, I put all this time to good use, and you know, I'm actually proud to say, and it's paid off. It paid off. Like I said, 2018 was the best year. You know, after that news, you know what came next. I like immediately I just started, like, things were just going like that. It was like an exponential growth, you know. From there, we're like,
your very first job, I think, your very first job when grandma was around.
Yeah.
When you went for those interviews, and I would just be thinking that, oh my God, because you were not going for small interviews. You were just like, you're a sharpshooter like your mother. Like your mother.
No, I took that leaf from your book, you know, because I know you were. I was just thinking about it, like, what would mom do? You know, what would mom do if she was in my shoes? So I had to aim higher too. I didn't want to settle for anything less. I didn't go for no junior roles at all. Like,
you are targeting
no
higher.
junior roles. Like, I would be getting all these junior role recommendations from my recruiter at the time. But I was just like, man, I don't want all these small roles. Like, I'm actually like, look, if I'm going to shoot, I better shoot and aim high. And that's what I did. So I kept shooting for the stars, and you know, like, luckily my very first job happened to be with one of the world's biggest automotive companies, you know, and I landed that role it was a German company. You know, I had the luxury of going to Germany with the company as well, and just exposing myself to to what the real world of you know, like cars and just corporate world in general, I would say, because you know, I mean, like I said, I coming from where I came from, I didn't really think that I'll be in that sort of position. And it's just amazing how God works, right? It's amazing how God works. Like, I remember my first time even walking in there. I had to pinch myself, like, is it me that should be here? Like, oh,
wow.
or is it somebody else?
Wow.
But I thank God. It was a great, yeah. It was a
another
great,
that one you got a bigger role with one of the biggest telecommunication
company. Yeah, this was just right after COVID too. You know, COVID came. A lot of people got laid down, and some people couldn't continue working, obviously due to the COVID. Whilst myself, I thought that okay, this would be something that would affect me, but it didn't affect me for as long as I expected, because within a month I was able to get a bigger role, and even a much bigger role, and a much paying role. This one's even bigger than my previous role, and yeah, like, it's even thinking back to it now, I'm like, wow, God actually works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, really thank God. We thank God.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really proud of you. I'm super duper proud of you. You've come a long way.
Thank you.
You know, I'm happy for your resilience. You are a hard worker. I remember your song that you do, one song that you wrote, Mama Raise a Hard Worker. Hey, Mama Raise a Hard Worker. Hey, Mama Raise a Hard Worker.
Mom knows all my songs. These are like old songs that I used to write with my brothers. But you know what's crazy? That's one thing that kept me going throughout that period when times were really hard. Like, from the age of 16 to 22, that was when, like, my music was like my holy grail to just bettering myself, you know, because again, like I said, there was no other option. So we turned to music, you know, myself and my brothers. We were like, you know, like, we were like our own little band, you know, and that's where I guess the name Shimzie was quite, you know, it was something back then. I mean, I was going for it. I was thinking I'll be the next Wizkid. The way I was doing music, But it's crazy because like even then, like people would look at me and think, "Oh, this guy's got it
Let's
all."
go,
No one knew that I
yeah.
was struggling like
Yeah,
that. Like nobody knew. I mean,
yeah.
obviously we
A lot of
did.
people are looking up to you, like, oh my God,
Yeah,
there you
because they
go
were
and
looking at our
perform.
music videos and stuff, and
Yeah.
the music videos were crazy.
Yeah.
We were doing shows.
Yes, we're doing
People would
shows,
just
yeah.
think naturally. They would think that
Yeah.
these guys are good. They're
Yeah,
set.
yeah, yeah,
But we're
yeah,
far
yeah.
from set. We're far from set to the music video money. That's what I was using to ride around Hammersmith. I'll go and ride bicycle around Hammersmith and use that my commission to pay for the music video. So luckily for me, I didn't have any commitments then. So it just felt like I was
Yeah.
working to
push your
my music
career, yeah.
essentially. So and that's kind of what it was. I think that's when I enjoyed music the most. And it's funny because like now that I think about it, I actually enjoyed music when times were hard. I don't know why I'd say that.
Yeah, because it gives you some sort of inspiration. You're able to think and
I felt more inspired
you think
to
about
make more
life.
music then.
Say, ha, I am you.
There's one video. You know what it reminds me of? There's one video I saw on Instagram of
Oh my God.
somebody said that there's one video of Wizkid on Instagram when he was singing like this and like back when he was back in the Joe Elegba
Yeah.
and he was singing his lungs out like oh no he was singing it and then they did the comparison to like how Wizkid is now. And they also said that Wizkid has lost that hunger. Like, when money enter.
Honestly.
Like, that clip reminded me of why I loved the Wizkid. Because when you heard his voice, I was like, this is the Wizkid I love. This is the Wizkid I love. Like,
Oh my
it's
God.
crazy. But no, but for real, you're
true,
right.
but yeah.
Like sometimes, like your situation can actually bring out the best in you or the worst in you. Right?
True.
And
It can go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. For me, I felt like that my situation then, when even though everything looked like, oh man, my life is just looking somehow right now. But man, it brought out the best in my music. Like, because I mean, the amount of listeners I had then, writing back to back. I was making songs with the likes of like a lot of UK artists today. The likes of I mean, these are people that were kind of reigning back then. But we had the likes of. I made songs with the likes of Big Tubbs. Pagey Keiki, Mo Stack, we're still going at it today again. Who else again? M24. He's blowing up and he's doing his thing right now.
Wow.
Darko as well.
Darko, you did a song with Darko as well.
Yeah, Darko as well.
Wow.
She's doing that thing and she's killing it. I remember when Darko was I remember when she was like working, like doing a 9 to 5, and she kept on persevering. And look where she is now. She kept on telling me to persevere. But little did I know my career would change somewhere during the way. And that's the thing about life, like it just shows that wherever you put your mind to, you can get it.
You can get it,
Yeah. And it doesn't, I guess it doesn't mean that if you change where you want to be in life, it's not, you don't look at it as a bad thing, but look at it as like, what, maybe this is not where maybe this is not where the trajectory of your life should go, right? There are different things that would come to you, and it's kind of up to you to choose where you want your life to kind of follow.
Exactly.
For me, I think after 2018, I think that's when I realized that, wow, you know what? My life can actually be so much bigger than music. And it dawned on me then, and I still make music, don't get me wrong. It's just that now I just make it as a hobby. I'm not as hungry as before now. I just do it for fun. Because I don't need the money like that, like desperately. Like when I was young, when I was younger, I desperately needed something to work. I needed to make money from Spotify. I needed to make money from YouTube. Like I needed these things to work. Otherwise, who would pay me? I can't go into a corporate world. But now where I have all those options available, I can have my own service business. I can go and work for a corporate company. I can be my own freelancer. I can become my own consultant and and have my own high ticket clients. Like, come on, the world's my oyster at that point. So that's what made me just like dream bigger, and that's what kind of pushed me from just that bubble of music making and just opening me to multiple options. And now the way I see it is, Actually, yeah, I have multiple options now,
Options, yeah,
and it's
yeah.
kind of up to
And
me.
you're doing
Yeah.
what you enjoy. You understand?
Yeah,
You
and you
know,
gotta enjoy.
you
Yeah,
just
enjoy what you
you
do. Do what you enjoy,
you do what you
literally,
enjoy.
because that's honestly that's the main thing about this life. You know, like if you're really going to like get the best out of life, just follow your passion.
Yeah.
You know, follow
Do
your
what you
passion.
enjoy doing. Yeah. Do
Yeah,
what you love doing. Yeah.
like look at my siblings now. Both Dami and
Elevated.
Elevated.
Elevated has never worked for anybody in his life
Never worked for no
except
one in his
me.
life. Okay, yeah, that's true.
I had to drag him.
That's
I had to drag you, this boy. Come and work for enablement. You have to come.
That's
Kilo
true.
day.
That's
That
true.
boy never worked for anybody, and he's been driving the best car in the family. The best cars in the family.
The way I envy
Oh
that
my
boy.
God.
Like honestly, Elevators, he needs to come and do his
He
story.
needs to
here
come and
too,
do his own
because
story.
His
Yeah.
story is crazy, you know.
Yeah.
He's actually one person in the family that was fortunate enough to get out of this whole 9 to 5
Yeah,
rat race that
He never
that
did
a
it.
lot of people get stuck in. He
yeah,
never
he
did
never-
it.
he never did
he
it.
never he's never gone
He's
into
never.
into a 9 to
Never
5
9 to 5.
position.
Never.
You know, and he was one of the lucky ones that happened to stamp their foot on YouTube, you know, and he just hit 100,000 subscribers
Wow.
the other day. Yeah,
Wow, I
his
didn't know
channel
that.
just hit 100,000
Oh wow.
subscribers.
Oh wow. Elevated has
Yeah,
gone.
so that's Elevated Beats
Yeah,
and Friends.
Beats
you
by
know.
Elevated, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Definitely. I think it's good to see how like life kind of shaped each and every one of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that period of my life too, again, just the fact that we were all like this, I think that's what helped and shaped us
Yes,
all.
because we're very closely
We're
knit
very
fam-
close, so
closely knit
close. Like we
family,
literally used to come
Yeah.
together to perform.
Yes.
We perform from
Yeah.
church to church. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm sure all the pastors in South London, they know our name. Because we will perform and we're doing like, you know, like gospel and secular
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
but mostly gospel, you know. We would write like Christian rap songs, we'll perform it at church events. We'll go from one event to the other.
Yeah,
We'll do like
yeah.
local community festivals, like Lewisham,
Yeah,
Lewisham People's Day. Maybe this one at Burgess Park, or this one at Greenwich Park. Like we were just doing different events around South London and around London. And that's kind of what helped us to. It shaped us into who we are today.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like look at us now, we're all entertainers.
Everybody, every single one, even your sister.
Even
Your sister has joined you.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
wow.
we thank God. We thank God.
So I don't know. Is there anything I haven't covered? So what does the future hold?
That's
What
a
does
good
the future
question.
hold for
They say
Shimzy?
the future is AI. Hey, they say AI is taking our jobs. But you know what? Yeah, I'm not afraid
Yeah.
of that anyway. But I'm even trying to embrace it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's for me now. The future is embracing all the new technologies that come and utilizing them and being one of the first to kind of like stamp your foot
Yeah.
on it. You know,
Yeah.
hence why you see us now. You know, we have House of Estree.
Yeah.
We have the family business that's growing, and it's all about just empowering ourselves and empowering back home
Yes,
too.
yes.
You know, because we as like again, we as Nigerians, right? Like this one thing that I love about us, like we are very resilient when it comes to like just like pushing.
Yeah.
Like we push, right?
Yeah.
And I like to say that that's the kind of mindset I have. I'm a pusher. I push.
If you don't push, who born you that you will not push?
Who born me that will not push?
Who born you that you don't push?
Like, you know, if I like, look who I'm saying next to. I have to push. It's like it's in my bloodstream. I have to push. You know, there's no one lazy person in this
Yeah,
family,
at
and
all.
I'm proud to say that.
Yeah.
Everyone follows my mom's
Yeah.
footstep, and that's where I see the future for me is just pushing. You know, getting into like the next big thing, whether that be like establishing another business along
Yeah,
the line.
yeah,
I always love businesses anyway. I'm always in the mindset of having a new business, having something that's sustainable, and even getting into something that excites me, right? And also music as well. You know, definitely music is also gonna be something that I would look forward to in the future. I still want to get back into like music making, music writing, because I enjoy it. I mean, we do it as a family anyway, but it'd be good to kind of do it and actually share it with the world. We have so much music, but we keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I think it would be nice to start sharing with the world too. And also more creativity. I mean, right now you only see our content. Now you're probably seeing our podcast, but I'm telling you, there's so much
There's more to come.
there's so much that is brewing in this family.
Yeah.
Like I see us as like we're like I don't want to say like the next
Yeah.
DDG family or the next big family or whatever, but I just feel like everyone in the family has that potential to kind of, you know.
We've always been sure that we've not come out. I know for so many years you've been telling me, Mom, we need to, you understand this. There's so much.
Making. I mean,
Content making.
let's rewind a little bit.
You should,
My mom never used to like any of this Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. No. She wasn't really like keen on any of them. She like, you know, these were like these were things that if it's just Facebook, okay, just you know have check your status or check your friends.
That's
but but content creating, no, like
he pushed me. Yes,
she wasn't up for it. But I kept on pushing about it. I kept on telling Mom that look, you should get into it. Look, you should actually try and give it a shot. You know, just don't know where things can go. And now look at where we are today, right? So so I say that to basically share with you guys that there's so much more that we can offer. There's like you guys are just seeing the icing on the cake. I feel like there's so much more, like maybe even giving you a glimpse into our life, having like our own family channel where you guys can see what we do. You know, we may start even streaming, who knows, we might even have a Twitch channel soon. You know, so you can follow us every day and see what we get up to, because our life is so exciting.
It's exciting.
I think it's exciting.
House of talent. House of talent.
Literally. But it's God that we give
God.
We give the thanks and honor to, you know, because we've not had it easy, you know, at all. We've not had it easy at all, you know, and that's why I feel like this podcast is so important, because you guys need to hear about where our story begins. You know, it didn't just begin here. It didn't just start with House of Estree. It didn't just start with a successful business. No. It didn't just start with, oh wow, look, you know, she's dripping, gold, stunning, bringing your family to the UK, bringing our grandparents to the UK. It didn't just start there, you know. This has been like, it's been brewing, like from years back, and again, it's God. Like I just have to say, we thank God.
We really thank God.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think that's pretty much it, you know.
Covered everything.
I've kind of concluded it. Sorry.
We've covered everything.
I've taken over the show. But listen,
we've covered everything.
I think that's...
We've got it covered,
That's pretty much mainly it.
Yeah. I think the next person we're going to invite on this platform will be Dami. Then we'll invite Elevated. We invite Debbie.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that at least you'll be able to hear our story and how, you know, each and every one of us got to where we are today, and you know, what the future holds.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know, so we really,
One last thing I would just, just to conclude on myself, one last thing I would say again, for anyone who's hearing this and are also stuck in, whether it's you're stuck financially, whether you're stuck feeling like you don't know what career options that are available to you, or just stuck in whichever way that you see yourself, I want you to look at my story and use it as a motivation that no matter where you find yourself, you can always get out from the mud that you're in. You know, you can always get back up on your feet and you can continue to push and persevere, right? Don't be the person who gets stuck. You're on the marathon, you find that your feet are shackled, and then you sit down. You sit down and you wait. Don't be that person. Don't sit down. Don't wait. Do whatever you can to break the shackles of your feet. To keep trying. You know, keep trying.
Never give up.
Even if you, just never give up is what I'm trying to say. Just don't give up, and don't kill time thinking you're making use of your time. You know, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think thank you everybody for joining us today. There's more to come. And Shimzie, you are going to start your online training soon. You know?
I didn't
You
really
forgot to
want to touch
mention
on
that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think, do you know what? It's because I haven't, right. So we were discussing this like
Yeah.
earlier, but I plan on also starting off like a training or a mentorship
Yeah.
program where I can also help people as well who are just looking for like a good career choice or they just need being pointed in the right direction, you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes it's good to have someone to kind of knock that confidence in you. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. I don't have something set yet. I'm not trying to sell no courses. I don't have no courses. Okay, but this is just something on my own terms that I would like to do just to kind of give back.
To give back, yeah.
Help. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Thank you for
for sharing your story on House of Estree.
Yeah.
Today, and like I said, I cannot say it too much that I'm super duper proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Shimzy is hard working, like Shimzy is hard working.
I try.
He's hard working, So yeah, so he has mentioned, life will always come with its hurdles and it's the hiccups, the whatever it comes with. You just don't give up. Do you understand? I know I've shared my story in a very nutshell in one of the videos I did on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and I have not really delved into it much. I'm still going to do it at some point, but the whole summary of the story is that don't give up. Don't give up. If something hits you and you fall on the floor, you can either choose to try and get up, or you can just lie there. So what do you want to do? You want to stay on the floor and remain there, and other things start, piling on you. People start marching on you, or you try and get up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you may try and get up, and it may be difficult to stand, but you might be able to, get on your knees. You understand? Maybe sit up. Then you understand, raise your. Do you get? So just make every move to to get up, and with prayers, there's nothing that is impossible.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Prayers.
Yeah.
Prayers.
Yeah. We should, prayer. Yes, prayer. Prayer is a key. Remember the song we used to sing? Prayer is a key. Prayer is a key. Hey, prayer is the master key. Jesus started with prayer and ended with prayer. Prayer is the master key. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. God bless you, and we love you.
Guys.
Catch up next time.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out.
Peace. Oh, that was good. Yeah. That was good. I didn't even know.